browser. There we go. Further changes to the Atlas in Path of Exile Betrayal. Last week we announced the update to the Atlas in Path of Exile Betrayal. Based on community feedback, we've made more further improvements. There's new outline of few extra changes that are coming. Much of the feedback consists of concerns about the experience of playing through the maps that are now tier 15. Made some improvements to those maps to make them more enjoyable. Also wanted to clarify that the torture chamber map is no longer with us. No more torture chamber. During the gauntlet between the first and second phases of the Desert Spring map boss encounter, there are now many more scorpions that are frequently magic and rare, which grant experience and items. This is similarly true to the summit map boss encounters, but with extra goatmen instead of scorpions. This was so annoying. Nobody kills these goatmen because they have this super long delay. By the time they jump down and are vulnerable, you're already like long gone. Nobody waits around for these. Come on, GGG. The second phase of the Desert Spring map boss encounter has been improved by reducing the non-attackable time the monster has. During the second phase, the scorpion now engages you without waiting for the boss to submerge to the center. These changes should increase the intensity of the fight. We've drastically improved the layout of the tower map by removing its dead ends and redistributing the monsters so that they are more evenly spread out. Oh, amazing! Good job. Corrected the Atlas itself where a few maps were visually connected to incorrect map. Hey Edison, good morning. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Okay, next. Balance changes. People were going like bit ham about this yesterday. I read a little bit. I was like, wait, statistics? I read this bit and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave this first reaction for stream for the rest of the stuff. Okay, every release we choose some specific game balance issues and gameplay limitations to address and adjust. The patch notes tomorrow will provide a comprehensive list of changes, but today we'd like to cover some specific changes and the reasons for them. And you read it at work, was like, Statistics. The use of statistics has been a feature of Path of Exile for a very long time. A statistic is an offhand weapon that is not valid to use with a skill you are using when dual wielding. You get all the benefits of the stats on the weapon, while not having any limitations it might have affecting the use of the skill. You can use weapons that has the attack speed and or damage you want for the skill, while the offhand weapon provides excellent stats without its speed or base damage limiting you. Hey Sodi, good morning. You can't go through those notes again. You'll be back in a video when it's not so fresh? Oh, okay. Okay. This use... Wait, when were they released then? What time were they released? Were they not released yesterday evening? And by yesterday evening I mean like 7 hours ago. This use started off as an interesting gameplay element to use as part of a build, but over many releases as more powerful modifiers so unique and rare weapons have been added, the power of statistics cannot be ignored when planning builds and is stifling other choices including genuine dual wielding. Patch notes, stream. Hey Core-Glider, good morning! Haven't seen you in a bit. About 6 hours ago. Oh, so 1 AM my time. Jesus Christ on a cracker. That's insane. Read them about 6 PM specific standards, so like 4 hours ago. Oh. In 3.5.0 we are removing the ability to use statistics through the following changes. You will no longer be able to use skills that require a specific weapon equipped. So basically, what I gathered that they nerfed statistics for melee attacks. That's all they did. Release time is shown on the top right of the post. Oh, 2 AM. That's true. I never remember that it shows my local time actually. That's true, that's true. 2 AM, nice. I was kinda waiting for them, but then I couldn't wait because it was already midnight. I was like, yeah, no, if I want to wake up any kind of decent state for this stream, I have to go to sleep, so... You no longer you will no longer be able to use skills that require a specific weapon equipped if you are dual wielding and one of your equipped weapons is unsuitable for that skill. Okay. Skills that could be used with 2 weapons, but were main hand only when used, now use both weapons when dual wielding. This is kind of shit, honestly. This change is kind of shit. I know why I get it why they did it, but it's kind of because they were, I mean, before they added stat sticks, right? I mean, the stat sticks. The Shaper stat stick. There were a bunch of other stat sticks that people used, and they were not nearly as powerful as these ones, and now all of them are cocked. We found that with this change it was important to make skill binds specific to your weapon set. You can now have an entire different set of skills bound to your main set of weapons and your second set of weapons. They needed to fix casters. Wait, what? They needed to fix... Oh, you mean about the patch notes? We'll get there. Energy shield recharge. Energy shield recharge is no longer interrupted by non-damage changes to your life and energy shield. So basically, when you're spending mana, it's not affected. You're spending mana, it's not affected. For context, we announced last week that Eldritch Barrier now causes you to have 50% less energy shield recharge rate. Annoying. Initially, this change was explored as a way to make it easier for casters to use Eldritch Battery to solve mana issues. One major issue standing in the way of Eldritch Battery being effective is that it doesn't work very well on its own, needing something like Zeal Soul to go along with it. While there were concerns that this might introduce issues with other builds, when tested it was a justified change and was beneficial for a variety of cases. As a further support for Eldritch Battery and Energy Shield based builds, in general, more flat Energy Shield has been added to skill 3. Yes baby. Cap on slowing effect. The total amount that you can slow the expiration of an effect on a character through a time slowing mechanic such as temporal chains is now capped at 75% from all sources. The total amount that you can slow the expiration is by 75%. What? Yes. Time slowing effects are very powerful defensive tools. Limiting time slowing to a cap allows us more flexible making content as well as but was it? I mean, wasn't it already 75%? Like time slowing effects. As well, allowing us to provide more options to giving players time slowing effects. I thought this was already a thing. Good morning, Fenris, how are you doing? Unique rebalance. The patch notes tomorrow will cover a larger number of unique item rebalance. Some of these are simple numeric changes, while others are closer to redesigns. The following principles were applied in following at rebalancing unique items. Any item that drops very rarely should be justified in being that hard to find. Many very rare items have been improved while a few were made more common. Cool. Unique items that are acquired through specific high-tier bosses, for example Elder and Shaper Guardian, should be balanced upwards where they were not up to par. Ooh, interesting. I'm excited to see that. Unique items that dramatically affect diversity in an item slot would be addressed, either by nerfing excessive power or by looking at what else was available in that item slot. Okay, interesting. Items which were relatively very strong but did not damage diversity could be made more rare. But did not damage diversity. Huh? But did not... What? Items which were relatively very strong but did not damage diversity? Am I reading this right? I don't understand what it's supposed to mean. Your plan league start is not mentioned in the patch notes, so no nerfs. Ooh, good job. While many unique items were adjusted, this is an ongoing process, and some items that may have observed the change by the above principles might not yet be addressed. Oh. Ah, okay, get it now. But did not damage diversity. Ah, okay, I get it. I get it now. Okay, good Jin. Oh, good one. Good one, good one. You put it, I just like damage and diversity is like, it was not clicking in my mind. Didn't read this bit was other night. Yes. Hey Vitruvian man, how you been? Good morning. So it's the Manifesto and patch notes, yes. You're smart? You are. You're a smart cookie. While many unique, might not yet be addressed. Okay, so they're gonna keep doing. Cast on, ... When looking at unique item balance, some items that offer triggered effects has their cooldowns reduced. It was difficult to do this without also looking at other triggered effects. As a result, the cost on critical strike support and cost on melee kill support will also have their cooldowns reduced. Oh, so this is why they reduce their cooldowns, because, for example, you know that Olmetal's axe? People were not using it because, first of all, cooldowns are long, and second of all, it's cost on melee kill. Right? It's not very nice. Golems are so fun, you want to build them next league, but they're expensive. Maybe they're not gonna be so expensive. 0 for 15 seconds cooldown now. Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm gonna play custom crit next league. I have never played custom crit build, even when it was the glory days of custom crit. I was so intimidated by that build because I thought I can't afford it. It's too expensive, so I never did it. But in this league, I am gonna do it. I feel like I've gotten better about getting monies and stuff. Your icon's still not looking like Fat Doggo. It is Fat Doggo. That's Fat Doggo. But I will have an artist, a professional artist, remake these ones into like more like cartoony style. So you're gonna have the little doggo, because I made these myself and not that great. Means barrage, cool rain, custom crits. So archetypes next. One of the approaches we use in patches in developing skills and making changes around some specific playstyles. This is centered around the concept of having some build archetypes. We make a specific build and add features and balance changes around that build. While some players are expected to end up in the archetype, we also want tools to be useful in existing builds and to allow and change other builds that share elements with it. The 3 archetypes for 3.5.0 were a cold-based spellcaster, a Hierophant-based caster based on a new skill type, Brands, and a champion-based melee character based on new axe and sword steel skills with a new effect Impale, supported by a new new skill type banner. Right, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Romy Crew. Hey Albert, good morning. You kinda still laugh when people call golems expensive now. You make golem build back in Legacy when they were 200 CA2 all league just for...
It actually kickstarted a revolution in
Good morning, Versul, how you doing? Yeah, today is a really good morning. I feel super awake. I mean, when I was like, my alarm sounded, I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. But then little doggo came, she cuddled with me, and now I'm drinking my coffee. Pretty good stuff. Patch notes morning, yep, it's new. It's Ray Class Wide News with Mar. I'm your host, guys, today. Maybe some other day it's gonna be somebody else, but today you're stuck with me. And my mustache cap. Yes. I'm very smart, you see. I'm very smart. Anyways, let's see. The cold-based casters has led to the new skill, Winter Orb, rework of Arctic Breath, and Ice Spear, and adjustments to Ice Nova and Vortex. This caster archetype has led to a number of changes on items, and the passive tree and the occultist tree in particular. Guys, come on. Guys. We're gonna do a CI character, let's go! The cold damage over time multiplier and non-ailment chaos damage over time multiplier is on new item modifiers. Full chaos damage over time multiply non-ailment. This would work for Essence Drain, right? On the passive tree and on the occultist, the values on various cold and chaos nodes were modified. Okay. As well as the new brand skill, the archetype based on them has led to changes on the Hierophant and also had a knock-on effect for totems. A number of totems nodes now also offer benefits for brands. The Hierophant node... Wait... Ritual of Bacon no longer grants +1 to maximum number of summoned totems. Instead, it now causes skills that would summon totem to summon 2 totems instead. Nerf! Nerf! And grants 3% more damage per totem. Nerf! They nerfed it! They nerfed Hierophant, so you can't summon 4 totems with Hierophant. You can only do it with... You can only summon 3. So now you kinda need to use the support gem? Nerf! Aww. You're so excited about Cultist and Occultist main. No spoilers. Oh, Occultist is gonna be awesome. No. It's gonna be amazing. Actually, I need to eat my breakfast too. Non-ailments means no poison, yeah. No poison, no burn, stuff like that. Occultist looks interesting. The 3 changes to bit cold and chaos damage over time kind of feels like ignite and poison nerfs for some reason. Well, I don't think it's nerfs necessarily, but they definitely not getting any love or so. Like, if it was just a generic damage over time stuff, you know, like damage over time multiplier, as they are adding like damage over time, cold damage over time multiplier, it would be nice for all the dot builds, but they are specifying it first of all non-ailment, and then they're cold based, so they're really honing in on like very specifics here. Would use a nerf, let's be honest, it was boring, but OP as fuck. What do you mean boring? It was my first character I ever killed Uber Elderwick. Don't pick on it, it was amazing. Really? No, not really. Not sure what your plans are for exam. You need to get to the actual node changes, then you'll see. Okay. Hey Mevs, good morning. Okay. A brand new... Okay, 3 more damage per totem. Additional totems are now available from other sources, and players will have a number of options for totem builds, as well as being able to explore the new brand skills. Okay. The champion now has a strong impale-based way to play, and has had changes to support it. The Tonic Slam has been adjusted for it, while Shattering Steel, Lancing Steel, War Banner, and Dread Banner have been added as a new skills. I think I'm gonna play champion, honestly. I'm thinking. But what about self-casting? In the last few days, the community has been very keen for news for casters who don't rely on totems or triggers, which is often referred to as self-casting. Self-casting has not been a specific focus of the set of balance changes for 3.5.0, and we don't want to try rushing further big changes without extensive testing. Good. Betrayal does include some changes for various things associated with self-casting. We have designed the new cold skills to be aimed at self-casters, for example. Are you telling me you don't want me to slap them on traps and mines? We are sure you'll find interesting builds and choices of many kinds in Betrayal. There are already some balance changes planned and underway for 3.6.0. Ooh. We expect to keep... Okay, so the next league is not gonna be an expansion, okay? Because when 4.0 is coming next year, but I'm not sure what time. We expect to keep a good eye on gameplay during Betrayal to see how our plans need adjustment and to develop a picture of the balanced roadmap for next year. Good. Here was also a first Uber girl still was cheating. Hey Moon, good morning. Rise and shine. Time to hop in bed. Alright Edison, thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite. Hey Lottador, good morning. No changes to self-caster? Well, we'll check in the patch notes. Is this another patch notes stream? Just spend over 5 hours on patch notes with Car? It is kinda, but I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna read too much into it, like, I'm just gonna read them, and then we're gonna play another game. I'm gonna wait until they update. Path to Building isn't updated, right? Another Glacier Cascade Minor League? No, not gonna do it. Thanks, Lottadar. Car went so slow through patch notes. No, I'm just gonna read through them, and I mean, we're gonna comment on something that's interesting, but I'm gonna wait till actual Path of Building is updated to read into patch notes, because I want to build a couple of builds with the new skills, and I wanna do it on Path of Building, not theory craft something that's actually not in Path of Building, you know. The unique items in one of the 3 new elements. Okay, so there's a new helm, flame sight, energy shield base, fire resistance, elemental damage, increased elemental damage per second affecting the air. You know what this means? They are encouraging you to shape your atlas with this, because the only way you can get theory maximum amount of sextants that are not too expensive, right, on the red map, is if you tier 16 one of the white or yellow maps. And cannot inflict ignite, but chance to scorch enemies. Have you guys heard any like ideas what the scorch is? Wait, let me... Scorch. Burn the surface of something. I thought this was something similar to like... wait, let me check. Zoph's blood. What? Zoph's blood applies something interesting, right? Something... Not scorch, but what does it say? Covers enemies in ash when they hit you. Okay, and ash... Enemies that hit you are inflicted with... Oh. When they hit you. Debuff that can... Ash debuff that can cause them to take increased fire damage and have less movement speed. So I thought scorch would be something similar, but you apply it to the enemies. Right? They may take some damage over time. Oh, wait! Wait. Scorching Ray. Wasn't there Scorching Ray? Isn't it? Scorching Ray already does it. Scorching Ray. Scorch is a new element. There are 3 new elements. I thought they had already teased one of them, but... Look, Scorching Ray does. Wait. Unleashes a beam of fire that burns enemies and touches, and this decreases their fire resistance. I think that was what Scorch is gonna be. Decreasing their fire resistance. Remaining in the beam intensifies the burning, adding a portion of the beam's damage in stages. Enemies who leave the beam continue to burn for a duration for this stuff. Increased cast speed. Okay, so I think it's gonna be something like this. Reduce fire resistance or something. Scorching Ray does burn. Yeah, it doesn't burn. It does damage, fire damage over time. It's not a burn. It doesn't leave a burn. It leaves just... Oh well, burning debuff. Okay, maybe it does burn. Okay, never mind. I thought it leaves fire damage over time. When is patch notes going out? Patch notes are already out. I can link them to you if you want to read them over. They've been 4 hours ago. Or 5 hours ago, sorry. 5 hours ago they've been. More or less. So Scorch also doesn't have a Veil mod, so... Okay, let's go to the patch notes. Right, so we have... They are pretty extensive, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
The Betrayal Challenge League. Challenge Leagues are a great opportunity for a fresh start in a new economy. All of your old characters and items are still present in Standard and Hardcore Leagues, but you're encouraged to join the new league, complete challenges, and demonstrate your mastery of Path of Exile, plus get free empty access. Because it's gonna be physical damage. Patch notes went live a good few hours ago. You've been working out which builds can be salvaged. When 3.5.0, there are Standard and Hardcore and solo self-on Standard and Hardcore variations of the Betrayal Challenge League available. They have the same core mechanics and items. You can create private leagues versions of these leagues with mods that make the game harder. In the Betrayal Challenge League, you will investigate the Immortal Syndicate whose sinister operations have begun to appear across Wraeclaws and Oriath. Help the new master June Orthoy as she investigates the disappearance of several prominent exiles in relation to the sudden rise of the Immortal Syndicate. We know who these prominent exiles are. She will aid you as you seek to dismantle Syndicate's fortifications, halt the transportation of Syndicate resources, prevent the Syndicate from destroying vital evidence in the research compound, and fight off their attempts to assassinate you. It's battle. I'm not following your conversation, guys. If you have anything interesting to add to the patch notes or like comments about them, just tag my name in it, please. Track your progress on the investigation board and force the syndicate members you defeat to bargain with you, betray their allies, face interrogation, or be executed. Use the information you gain from these actions to raid syndicate safe houses. Battle your way through the safe houses to learn who leads the syndicate. Gain valuable rewards based on who you defeat in each safe house, including items with powerful veiled mods. June can help you pull back the veil, revealing untold power on these items. These are some pretty cool mods, man. Especially the one with equality and intelligence. Let's go! More energy shield. Easy 6-link, let's go! The new challenge league includes a set of 40 new challenges. When you complete 12 challenges, you will receive the Betrayal helm attachments. When you reach 24 challenges, you will receive Betrayal aura effect. At 36 challenges complete, you will receive the Betrayal cloak. These microtransactions are only obtainable in this league. From the 19th challenge onwards, and every third challenge after that, you will receive pieces of the Betrayal totem pole. Kind of like, whatever. I will do 40 challenges though. Now to start to tag Martin all messages, so you have to read the chat. I read the chats, but I kind of like missed already the start of the conversation, so. Hey, ping pong ping, good morning. Does it still work for spells? I haven't read the cold patch notes, but from the Bound Manifesto, yes. What could happen instead is that they nerf the spells in general, but I haven't read the patch notes, I'm reading them through now. Hey Lafik, good morning. Okay, major new content and features. There is a new roster of masters. Alva, Nico, and Einar have returned and have brought their respective league features with them. They, along with Zan and the Betrayal League's June or Toy, make up the new roster of masters. So wait, clarify me this. If these are the new masters, and they're going core right away, so that means that Betrayal League is going core right away, so you will meet June in standard? Hey Penali, what's up? Where am I from? Found you on YouTube video where you ball your jewels? Oh thanks, I'm from Latvia. Thank you for that. Hey, look at that, YouTube actually came through for me. YouTube came through for me. June is not going core, just the other masters. Ah, okay. June won't go core on Betrayal League start, okay. Nice bully on dual double. Yeah, no, it's a bully on melee skills, Feng. Are in standard but not June. Okay. Because I was super confused because they're saying, well, they're gonna go core straight away. I was like, wait, what? So in standard we only have 4 masters basically. That's okay. Make up the new roster of masters. Einar's V-Sheet content has been revamped. He now accompanies you on the hunt and manages nets for you. But good Einar, finally doing something. Overhaul the hideout system. Hideouts favored and decorations are now shared account-wide. I approve. I might decorate my hideout this league. You will now encounter hideouts through the game after rescuing Helena in Act 2. Oh, nice. Hideouts must be cleared of enemies before they can be claimed. You can now reclaim all your hideout decoration except stashes, the waypoint, and your crafting bench with the click of a button, and even export your hideout layout if you're particularly proud of your creation. Special map only hideouts are waiting in the endgame, but are rare stumble upon. Okay, cool. That's cool. Overhauled master crafting. You now have a single crafting bench. Yes! In your hideout that covers all item types and crafting mods. You now gain new crafting mods from a variety of different sources, including through exploration and helping the new masters. You can also override previously crafted mods and the cost of Orbus covering. Oh, this is the best! This is the best! You don't have to scroll up, scour, scroll down, craft, scroll up, scour, scroll down. Oh, that was so annoying. This is awesome. I love this. Add a new strength dexterity skill gem, Shattering Steel. Swing an axe or sword, releasing projectiles in sequence. The projectiles shatter when colliding with an enemy or after traveling a short distance, with the shattered pieces dealing damage in front of the impact's location. So if you don't do a boss skill, you don't have a master crafting at high level. No, I don't think you have to do a boss killer. You just have to complete their daily missions and stuff like that, I think. You just have to, first of all, with you have to engage in the league mechanic. And with the rest of them, as far as I understood, is just keep playing the game, encountering them in wild, do their daily missions, find them in the maps and do their missions, and you will unlock stuff. Did I check the new tree? Huh? Did they release the new skill tree? No, I did not. I wasn't aware that they released the new skill tree. That reaction when I got a headhunter retention term. That, you know, that was yesterday. No, that was on Monday, sorry. That was the last day of the league, like 3 hours before the league ended, okay? I can't believe it. I was like, I'm just gonna clear my stash. Oh shit, sorry, Luffy. I'll permit you, sorry. Doik, permit you. Sorry. I didn't realize it's... Yeah. I didn't realize it's gonna tag you. Okay. We're gonna check that later. Okay. Dexterity skill gem. Shattering Steel we read. Lancing Steel. Thrust an axe or sword forward, releasing a primary projectile that impales enemies it hits. Additional projectiles appear nearby as smaller metal shards that fly forward after a short delay. Probably gonna apply this skill. Lancing Steel, maybe champion or one of the ranger ascendancies. Add a new intelligence skill gem, Winter Orb. Channel to conjure an orb above you, which pelts nearby enemies with projectiles that explode when they hit the ground. Channel for longer to build up stages on the skill. The orb loses stages over its duration after you stop channeling. This is also cool, I'm gonna play that one. Add a new intelligence skill gem, Storm Brand. Creates a magical brand that can attach to nearby enemies until it dies or expires. It periodically activates while attached, firing beams which damage nearby enemies and the enemies around them. Add a new Strength Intelligence skill gem, Armageddon Brand. Ooh, it's Strength Intelligence. Creates a magical brand that can attach to a nearby enemy until it dies or expires. It periodically activates while attached, causing a meteor to fall from the sky. This looks super cool. And they changed on the totems, pretty sick. Hey CrossFit nerd, how you doing? I wonder if now the path building author has been hired by GGG. Does that mean faster or slower updates with big changes? I don't know. I thought maybe after patch notes he will already have the update on path building ready, because I mean he knows all this stuff, but I guess not. Okay, Strength Intelligence skill gem, Brand Recall. Detach your brands from enemies and return them to you, activating their effect. Your brands will have increased branding range until they next brand on enemy. Strength skill gem, Dread Banner. Cast to reserve mana and carry a banner which lets nearby allies impale with attacks. Okay, so Lancing Steel only inflicts impale with this primary projectile, but with this banner, it will impale with those secondary projectiles too. And lessen their accuracy of nearby enemies. Gain stages by impaling enemies while carrying the banner. Casting the skill gain places the banner, ending the mana reservation. Once placed, it becomes more powerful for each stage gain while carried. War Banner. Cast to reserve mana and carry banner, which increases the accuracy of nearby allies and the physical damage taken by nearby enemies. Nice. Gain stages by killing enemies while carrying the banner. Casting it will end the mana reservation. Once placed, becomes more powerful for each stage while carried. Pretty simple. Strength Intelligence Support Gem, multiple totems. support skills for +2 maximum number of summoned totems. When you use a support totem skill, you summon 2 totems instead of 1. Supported skills deal less damage. No spoilers, she still has to read the changes. Wait, what? The new Dexterity Intelligence support of Bone Chill support. Support skills have increased effect of chill on enemies. Enemies in chilled area from supported skills take increased cold damage or tone. This is gonna be a must support gem for like Vortex, new what's his face? How's the skill that they changed? Arctic Breath. And have damage taken increased by chill effect. And damage taken increased by chill effect. Enemies chilled by support skills take increased cold damage over time, have damage taken increased by chill effect. Added new skill Focus. By itself, Focus does nothing but new veiled item modifiers available in Betrayal League. Have powerful and build enabling interactions with it. The Focus skill is enabled when you equip an item with a mod that interacts with Focus but is not supportable. Added an advanced skill gem tutorial. By clicking on the new button on skill gem quest reward throughout Act 1, you can see a preview how that skill will act with a variety of different support gems. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually, this is really nice to help you visualize things, right? Because you can be like, well, I can kind of see how it works, but if you could see it like actually, this is actually pretty cool. Added Atlas objectives, which are guaranteed master missions indicated on Atlas of World. It's awesome. Whenever you complete a map, there's a chance for a new objective to appear, or if you already have an objective of that type, move. Objectives can, so you are encouraged to complete all the objectives. And objectives can appear on any non-unique map, but will favor completed maps or maps adjacent to completed maps. They also refresh every day like daily missions used to. Oh, nice. Hey, good morning, Ideal. Happy patch reading. Oh, yes. Okay, so here we go. Added 13 new unique items. Added 1 new Fated Unique Prophecy. Ooh, interesting. Added 5 new Divination cards designed by our supporters. Added 30 new hideouts. Wait, 13 new hideouts. So we have like 8 old hideouts, that makes it 21 total for now. Added 3D art for the unique body armor Iron Heart. There's no Beyond anymore, but your Garbinger is 4 Chaos on Zana. Nice! That's good. 4 Chaos. I mean, Laffy. Don't have to call it Garbinger because it's actually pretty good. Gives you a bunch of maps. Oh. They don't. You would say that one. Huh? Ideal, I'll permit you. What do you want to post there? Okay, added labyrinth enchantments for the new and reworked skills. Added 5 new maps which rebalance existing base types. Best map drop for map sustain is Harbingers, yep. What did you link, Ideal? You would say only one thing. Make Berserker great again after reading patch notes? Okay. Minor new content and features. Added a new Rogue Exile. Added physical interactions to many skills, including Abyssal Cry, Blade Flurry, Blade Vortex, Blink, and Mirror Arrow. All curses, Desecrate, Discharge, Earthquake, Enduring Cry. Wait, physical interactions. What does that mean? Offering skills, Orb Storm, Rallying Cry, Shield Charge, Sweep, and Wither. The Lightning Mirage Nemesis mod now plays a noticeable sound when triggered. Improve the performance of lighting on Dear Earth 9. Oh, they talked about removing it altogether. Added new dialogue for Sin to say in the epilogue. Masters now have different exclamation mark colors. It's orange. Hey, it's orange. Hideout decorations have been categorized and are easier to sort through. The hideout map device now has several of art variations to select from, including that fancy one in the Templar laboratory. Nice. You can now move and rotate your hideout waypoint. Nice. Cosmetic aura effects can now be applied to any aura, including the curse auras created by blasphemy. Added a Seek Prophecy button to the Prophecy panel that shows up whenever the Steal Prophecy button are visible. Continue to incrementally improve the sound, art, effects, and environment. Nice. Alright, see you, Fenris. Have a good day at work. It's good because it's 4 chaos, so it's 100% profit. Yeah. It's gonna. I mean, what tier is Afi? What tier is it? If it's like tier 6, man, you know, you start chunking out the Harbinger as soon as you have it. If it's tier 6, because tier 6 you get pretty easily if you're completing the missions. Master changes. Haku, Elrion, Tora, Katarina, Vegan, Leo, and Vorici are no longer Forsaken Masters. In fact, they're disappeared entirely. Where could they be? And we're worried about them. Oh, poor little lambs. They lost. Einar Frey is now a master. You can first meet him in Act 2. He will help you capture beasts, which can be used to craft items at the Blood Altar in the Menagerie. Menagerie's back! Nico the Mad is now a master. He can... Why? He's mad, yo! What can he teach us? You can first meet him in Act 4. He will help mine the voltaxic sulfite you find on your journeys, to be used to light your way through his azurite mine. Alva Valai is now a master. You can first meet her in Act 7. She will send you on incursions into the Temple of Adzuatl during its construction in order to help you find its location in the present day. Masters including Zana no longer have reputation levels. Features such as crafting bench options are, as a result, no longer unlocked by grinding master missions. They are instead unlocked by encountering specific locations, situations, or completing specific objectives. I like this. Hideouts are also no longer unlocked or improved through master grinding. Instead, Helen will help you unlock new hideouts found through the campaign and very rarely within the Atlas. Newly obtained hideouts are automatically at their maximum size and hold all masters without being upgraded. Nice. Zana's map device options and the items she sells are now unlocked based on your progress through the Shaper Elder questline. She can now occasionally sell higher tier maps as well as sextants. Hey, interesting. Oh, it's tier 4, 5 probably. Completing master missions still earn you favor, and masters now have favor levels that cap out at level 7. These levels only unlock hideout decorations and are account-wide. Because favor, decorations, and hideouts are pure cosmetic. Favor's costs for hideout decorations have been rebalanced. I hope it's less. Because we have so many hideouts to decorate, come on. Should be way less for the decorations. It's all cosmetic anyways. Give you a second. Multiple totem support. Support skills have +2 to maximum number of summoned totems. So with 10 separate toolings, 1 active gem and 1 multiple totem support, that will result in too many totems now. Because you can only have, depending on your gear and skill tree, you can only have that many totems summoned at a time, no matter where the source of the totem is. So let's say I have a primary attack totem and I have a decoy totem. Does that mean I can, let's say I have total of 4 totems. Does that mean I can summon 4 totems of my primary attack skill and a decoy totem? No. You can summon 1 decoy totem and 3 active skill totems. You only have a limited amount of totems to summon. Hey, good morning, Dead Squirrel. You have max totems, yeah, 3. I mean, the maximum you can get probably is like 6, right? So you have 1 on the skill tree, 1 by default, that's 2. Then you have a higher front, that's 3. Then you have the chest armor, that's 4. Then you have the support, that's 6. And then you have the shield, 7 totems you can summon. Cool. But the support gem raises that limit. Yeah, it raises that limit by 2. So if you had, for example, you could summon 1 totem. Now you can summon 3 totems in total, no matter where the sources are. You have 1 totem that does lightning damage, other one that does cold damage. So you will be able to summon only 3 between those 2 skills. You can't summon more totems than you have the limit for, no matter where they're coming from. But you will be placing 2 totems at a time with that support. So the totem placement speed is kind of like 100% more, I guess. By 2, that's what you're saying. The support gem will always surpass the limits. No, it's gonna resummon one of the it's gonna resummon one of the older totems. That's it. It's just gonna resummon the older totem. What happens when you place totems and you have too many, you just replace the previous one, the older one, and that's it. You refresh its, you know, like duration. That's it. Okay. Character balance. Added new debuff Impale. When a hit applies Impale, a portion of that hit's physical damage is recorded before sources of damage mitigation are applied. The next 5 hits against target applied that recorded damage is reflected physical damage. You can have multiple Impales on a target. Energy shield recharge is no longer interrupted by non-damage changes to your life or energy shield, such as when you spend your energy shield on skills via Eldritch Battery. Cool. You can no longer use skills that require a specific weapon if you are dual wielding and one of your equipped weapons is suitable for that skill. For example, you will no longer be able to use Thief with a dagger and a scepter equipped. This change means that the popular stat stick strategies will no longer work for attacks. As a result of this change, Ground Slam, Ball Ground Slam, Shield Charge, Leap Slam, Double Strike, Wall Double Strike, Reckoning, Ice Crash, Earthquake, Wall, Earthquake, Thunder, Word of Light, Edict of Light, Decree of Light, Commandment of Light, a Word of War, okay, these are, okay. Tectonic Slam, Consecrated Path, Smite, Ancestral Warchief, Wall, Ancestral Warchief are no longer main hand only. Add a new stat, non-element chaos damage over time multiplier and cold damage over time multiplier, though these affect their respective damage over time types multiplicatively. The total amount that you can slow the expiration of an effect on a character through a time slowing mechanics such as temporal chains is now capped at 75 from all sources. Yeah, it's glove enchants. Yeah, I got that. I was like, wait, what are these? But yeah, those are glove enchants. Updated the reminder text for ailments to include the three new ailments. Updated how sources of additional maximum totems are described. Update and improved various mod descriptions. Field reworks. Arctic Breath, no longer a ground projectile, is now capable of passing over gaps and cliffs. No longer leaves a chilled ground in its wake. Now leaves a chilling area on impact that deals cold damage over time over its duration. This area will now move towards enemies. You can now target a specific location with the skill. This projectile will impact on the location if it does not collide with something sooner. Now requires level 28. Ice Spear no longer pierces at short range, now fires a rapid sequence of Ice Spear which move 300% faster after arming. Now gain additional critical strike multiplier after it arms. Now pierces after it arms. Wait, what is arming speed? They shall do same with STs, Freezing Pulse. What? ST? Spectral Throw? Tectonic Slam. Charges Slam, which typically consumes an endurance charge, now deals 60% more damage, up from 18%. Now has a 35% chance to consume endurance charge to create a charge slam, down from 100%. Pretty shit. Skill balance. Wall Haste, Wall Grace, Wall Clarity, Wall Discipline, Wall Impurity of Fire, Wall Impurity of Lightning, Wall Impurity of Ice, Wall Molten Shell, Wall Righteous Fire, and Gluttony of Elements from the Blood of Corrupting Unique Amulet are now all instant with a very short cooldown. Hey, cool! Tempest Shield is now instant, now grants plus 3% chance to block spell damage. Ooh, nice. Realm Shutdown in 25 minutes. Oh, is it? Capable of passing over cliffs. Okay, cool. Vortex is now instant with a 1.8 second cooldown. Can now detonate from up to 5 crossbow projectiles at once. Gains increased cooldown recovery speed as the gem levels up. Deals 42 to 60 cold damage at gem level 1, down from 50 to 75, and 538 to 808 cold damage at gem level 20 up. Okay, at level 20 it gains a bunch of damage. Vortex was already pretty strong. Maybe I'll do Vortex traps or something, or mines. No, Vortex traps, come on, mines won't work. It deals 116.1 base cold damage per second at gem level 1. Oh, lots more, and I guess because they added cooldown. Cold damage, wow! So that's twice, more than twice as much cold damage over time at level 20. Yay! Maybe I'll do Vortex traps. No longer deals 40% more damage when cast on Frostbolt. Now has 20% less area effect when cast on Frostbolt. Okay, not gonna cast it on Frostbolt. Ice Nova deals 19 to 28 cold damage at gem level 1. A little bit more. Cold damage. Okay, as well a little bit more on level 20. It can now expand from up to 2 Frostbolt projectiles at once. No longer deals 40% more damage. 20% less area effect on Frostbolt. Come on, why do they keep doing this? Like, nobody cares about casting it on Frostbolt. That's like extra step unnecessary. Now has a smaller radius at gem level 1, gaining up to +4 radius at gem level 20. Cold Snap now deals 19.6 base cold damage at level 1 up to base cold damage level 20 up from... Okay, so basically they are like increasing damage of cold skills. You can't sleep, you're too high? It's nice. Is there a template build for traps? Yes, you basically take... Depends... I mean, usually you go life. You take life, you take crit, and you take saboteur. Easy. That's it. And then depending on what kind of trap you build, you take extra bits here and there. You go mom, you take mana. If you go mom. You know, then you take extra traps on the skill tree, of course, trap damage. And then if you have any skill points left over, you take for that specific. You take, you know, like jewel sockets, you take some extra bits. That's about it. Also, they increase cold damage over time on 3 and multi cold damage over time. Yeah, it's like cold meta is gonna be meta. You've never played traps, so you're debating, but this is the cold buff league, so you feel like it's gonna be high in demand. Now, I will definitely play... I kind of want to play... I want to play Arctic Breath, but I don't know if I want to play it on Mines or something like that. Even though Mines could be cool. I like Mines. I will have to test it out. But something like Vortex on traps could be cool. Because you get lots of... The thing about traps and Mines and Saboteur in general is that you get lots of extra AoE from the Ascendancy that kind of makes up for their AoE not being so nice. So you take AoE on skill tree, you get it from the Ascendancy, and suddenly your AoE is pretty decent. You don't even need to put the AoE gem, right? So you save a support gem. Spoiler, no changes to Arc. Vortex has cooldown now. Yeah, but it has a cooldown recovery as it levels up. So wanna see what's the cooldown recovery. Plus you can work on that. You can get like cooldown recovery thingy on your gloves, I think, or boots, and then cooldown recovery on the belt. Okay, Whirling Blades now uses weapon attack time plus 0.6 seconds rather than overriding your base attack time. While base weapon speed will have some effect, this change is intended to reduce the travel speed difference between characters using weapon local attack speed modifiers and characters who are not. Leaf Slam now uses weapon attack time plus 0.55 seconds. Now, how's this work? Rather than overriding your base attack time, while base weapon speed will have some effects, this change is intended to reduce the travel speed difference between characters using weapons local attack speed modifier and characters who are not. Molten Strike now deals 120% of base damage at gem level 1, 161 of base damage up from a gem level. Okay, so they improved Molten Strike. Projectiles deal 40% less damage at gem level 1 and 30% less damage from 40 at gem level 20. Ooh, this is a buff for Molten Strike, Jesus Christ. Want an easy starter, go Molten Strike. Wow. Wow. Are they adding it because we can't use statistics no more or something? Does the Vortex cooldown count on traps? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it counts on traps. Same as if you were using Cold Snap. You may just go gases dominating Herald build the starters. Read the full notes. I'm reading. Okay. Phase run now grants 50% reduced visibility to enemies, down from 80%. Okay, here we go. No more Darkness Runner. Herald of Purity. Minions summoned by this skill now deal more physical damage based on gem level rather than more damage. Okay. Herald of Agony. The Agony Crawler summoned by this skill now deals increased physical damage per virulence you have rather than increased damage. Supported Gem Balance. Frost and Critical Strike support now has cooldown 0.15, custom melee kill 0.15, block chance reduction support. Supported skills now have 10% reduced enemy block chance at gem level 1 down from 20 and 20 reduced down from 29 at level 20. If a supported skill is blocked, it inflicts overpowered, which reduces block chance by 5% for 4 seconds and can be applied any number of times. Supported skill is blocked? Okay. Multi-site got a huge nerf to read more about it further down. Okay. Hey, Card Dog. The kicker is yet to come. I think someone argued on Global it wasn't poor. Wait, what was... Well, 4? This is a PvP gem. Passive tree balance. Eldritch Barrier now causes you to have 50% less energy shield recharge rate. Descent Surge Cluster. Next to Eldritch Barrier now grants a total of 30% increased energy shield recharge rate, down from 60. Nerf. It now also grants a total of 60. Okay, that's a buff. Gimme. Faith and Steel near the Templar now also grant 10% increased energy shield recharge rate, good. Mental Rapidity between Witch and Temple now also grant... Okay, so they redistributed it, right? Foresight, north of the Scion, now also grant 10% increased energy shield recharge rate. Okay, so that's pretty good. Huge nerf, less projectiles but higher damage, still okay. I think it's... I think it might... You have to crunch some numbers, but... Added passive skill clusters for the new brand skills. The Explosive Runes cluster between the Templar and Witch increases damage with brand skills, brand attachment range, and allows you to cast an additional brand. Nice. The Runesmith cluster near the Shadow grants increased damage with brand skills, brand attachment range, brand activation frequency, causes your brands to deal increased damage to enemies they are attached to, allow you to cast an additional brand. Add a new keystone adjacent to the Ancestral Bond keystone, Rune Binder. -1 to maximum number of summoned totems, you can have an additional brand attached to an enemy. Whoa! 2 brands per enemy? Let's go! The Ancestral Bond... Wow, this is like... I mean, if you're playing brand... Oh, right, because you're going Hierophant, maybe. The Ancestral Bond cluster now also offers increased damage with brand skills, increased brand attachment range, and increased brand activation frequency. Well. Huh? Wait, this is a downloadable thing? I thought you can just check this out. Ah. Wait, this is PoE skill tree. Oh, this is not an official thing. Oh, rip. Is anyone going brand start? I'm kind of tempted actually. I'm tempted to do any new skill. You wouldn't touch Molten Side without the Uber enchant nowadays. But the number of balls of fire you can get is down overall. 161 of base damage and 30% less damage from 40 from projectiles. We'll have to see what they're nerfed. Modified several cold and chaos damage clusters to better support damage over time skills. Oh, wait. Cluster now also offers increased damage with brand skills. Okay, the Ancestral Bond. And increased brand activation frequency. The Shamanic Domination cluster near the Witch now also offers increased critical strike chance with brands, increased damage with brand skills, and additional critical strike multiplier with bands. So I would probably go crit with brands. Modified several cold and chaos damage. The Corruption Wheel north of the Witch now also grants total of 11% to non-element chaos damage over time multiplier The corruption notables now grant 10% increased damage over time, down from 15, and 10% increased chaos damage down from 15. Atrophy between the Shadow Witch and the tree preceding passives now grant 19% to non-element chaos damage now. Over time multiplier. Atrophy now grants 20% increased chaos damage down from 25. So this is basically to kind of a little bit bring back Essence Rain as well. The 3 preceding passives now each grant 10% increased chaos damage down from 12. Growth and Decay. Both cold damage over time and non-element chaos damage over time. The Method of Madness cluster near the shadow now provides a total of 14% damage, non-element chaos damage over time. 28 to chaos resistance, up from 2, nice, and 26 increased chaos damage down from 54. Breath of Rhyme and 2 preceding passives now also grant 20 to cold damage over time multiplier. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, they also nerfed Threshold Jewels for Molten Strike. Oh no. Looks at okay, even they're less projectiles. Still managed to pull out some boat damage without giving. Well, I wouldn't actually call it a nerf because we don't know if you won't be able to craft something like kills fire extra projectiles or something like that. It didn't nerf it. Just go Consecrated Path instead of Flicker. Molten Strike is dead. No, it's not dead. Stop! Don't go crazy, guys. It's not that. You don't know if they're adding veiled mods for this stuff. The Fingers of Frost cluster now provides a total of 28 increased cold damage down from 36. Increased cold damage over time multiplier 22%. 20% increased effect of chill. This is good actually. This is very useful because of the bone chill support. Because this will directly translate into damage. Ascendancy balance, the cultist, new notable Withering Presence, 60% to chaos resistance, 20% to a non-element chaos damage over time multiplier every second. Inflict withered on nearby enemies for 15 seconds. Nearby hindered enemies deal 50% reduced damage over time. Nice. New notable Frigid Wake, cannot be chilled, cannot be frozen. My God, that's good. 20% to cold damage over time multiplier every 3 seconds, 25% chance to freeze nearby chilled unique enemies for 0.6 seconds. Every 3 seconds, freeze nearby chilled non-unique enemies for 0.6 seconds. Nearby chilled enemies deal 10% reduced damage with hits. Oh, shit. Let's go, Occultist. Let's go. Here we go. Added a small passive leading to Withering Presence, which grants 8% increased maximum energy shield and 5% to non-element chaos damage over time. Added a small passive leading to Frigid Wake, which grants 8% increased maximum energy shield and 5% to cold damage over time multiplier. Void Beacon now also causes nearby enemies to have -20 cold resistance. Small passive leading Void Beacon also grants increased cold damage. Now, okay, let's go, Occultist starter. Let's go. But losing balls does suck for yes. All they've done is revolt old nerf build and build a bunch of builds something new. Occultist all the way, baby! Yes, let's go. The Champion, new notable Master of Metal, 20% chance to impale enemies on hit with attacks. Let's go. Impales you, inflict last 2 additional hits. Ooh, let's go. If you've impaled an enemy recently, you know what? Okay, Occultist, cool. But it's kind of like, not gonna say that's actually a noob trap, but it's kind of like a noob trap. Because they're making only one specific ascendancy be so much better, quotation marks, for this new type of things. That kind of makes me want to not do it with this ascendancy. Except Occultist is fucking awesome, so let's go, Occultist, let's go. Impale you inflict last 2 additional hits. If you've impaled an enemy recently, you and nearby allies have 1000 armor. You and nearby allies deal 4 to 8 additional physical damage per impale on the enemy. Add a small passive leading to Master of Metal, which grants 15% increased evasion rating and armor and 8 increased impale effect. Ooh! Let's go! Inspirational now also causes your banner skills to reserve no mana, recover 20% of planted banner stages when you cast a banner while you have a banner planted, and causes you and nearby allies to recover 0.5% maximum life per banner stage when you plant a banner. There are 50 stages, aren't there? So that's 25% of maximum life you can get back. It also grants 15% increased effect of non-curse auras from your skills. And then they should have touched Void Vortex. Dispatch has revived old skills and dealt recent skills with buff skills also. Cycle with the Impale thingy and Champion, yay. Some good stuff is gonna come. Guess you're going Winter or Castle, channeling Arctic Breath Occultist. Ooh, that was my Gerbils, that was my idea, but the only thing that I have a problem with that is that Winter Orb and Arctic Breath is not gonna... Well, unless you scale the primary attack, which I probably wouldn't. If I went Arctic Breath, I would scale the damage over time. So they don't scale very well with the same thing, right? So Arctic Breath would scale similarly as Vortex, or what else does damage over time? Not sure. You would go Elementalist for Winter Orb. They did touch Blade, but she's not done reading. Okay, wait. Okay, we did Hierophant. New notable sign of purpose. You can cast an additional brand. Enemies take 10% increased damage for each of your brand attached to them. Brand's recall has 30% increased cooldown recovery speed, 14 increased brand attachment range. Add a small passive leading to sign of purpose, which grants 20% increased mana regeneration rate and 14% increased damage with brand skills. Ritual of Awakening no longer grants +1 totem numbers to summon totems. Instead, it now causes skills that would summon a totem to summon 2 totems instead, and grants 3% more damage per totem. This is still pretty good. Item balance. Molten Strike, Labyrinth Helm enchant now grant +1 additional projectile from Merciless Labyrinth down from 2, and 2 additional projectiles down from 3. Tectonic Slam Labyrinth Helm enchantment now grants increased chance to charge slam, nice, rather than granting a chance to not consume an endurance charge, a half of the original enchantment value. Disable the Ice Spear Labyrinth Helm enchant that increases the damage dealt by Ice Spear. Existing items with this enchant will go unchanged. Legacy! But this enchantment cannot appear on any more items. Disable the Vortex Labyrinth Helm enchant that increases the base radius of Vortex. Existing items with this enchant will go unchanged. Wait, why not? What's wrong with AoE on Vortex? Items exclusive to the Shaper's Guardians and the Elder Guardians now drop less frequently. Uniques exclusive to the Elder Guardians now also drop based on map tier, with some items unable to drop until higher map tiers. Nothing wrong with this. Shaper and Elder items and jewels can now gain modes that affect non-element chaos damage over time multiplier and cold damage over time multiplier. Chaos them, okay. Is it 10:30 already? No, it's 8:18. It's 8:18 for me. Winter Orb isn't... Nah, not really. I wouldn't play Winter Orb with Occultist. What is decent about Winter Orb Occultist? Winter Orb is first of all, Cosmo Channeling is straight up damage. It's straight up damage. I would go... I don't know... Elementalist? Or some such thing with Winter Orb, maybe Hierophant? Not Hierophant, well, what is it? Inquisitor? I wouldn't go Occultist with Winter Orb. Unless you're planning to do it just for the energy shield. You like the dot spec, but from what you've heard, it's weak. Why is it weak? You need to do the build planning. We're thinking of trying Tectonic Slam out after they announced it will get buffed, but doesn't seem so much of a buff to me, no. Doesn't seem at all like a buff. Honestly, if they gave us a choice Okay, so now you can either take this skill that has 35% chance to it will 35% of the time it will consume a charge and make it a bigger hit. Okay, so now give me a chance to do it all the time. Why do I have to be cucked because some people didn't want all the endurance charges? You know, like consume all the endurance charges. Really thought about going Arctic Breath Mind Straps? Yep, you might go Ascendant depending how occultist ascendancies look. The stream died on you for a second, so you thought you may have... Oh no. Blue screen. Hey, it's only till... Oh, it's 10:30. Oh yeah, Alfred. Let's wait till 10:30 today. Legendary 60% more damage and has 15 chance to extreme endurance instead of 100. Looks pretty good. I call this much better now for low life, for CI, for cold, and even for low life version. Yes, going Eldritch Battery. You can occultist, okay. You can go Eldritch Battery. You can go low life. You can go Energy Shield. You can go chaos damage over time, non-ailment chaos damage over time. So you wouldn't go poison with that. You can go what is it called? Cold damage over time. So occultist is really good now. Okay, item balance, molten strike, tectonic slam. That's done. Elder shaper and elder items and jewels. Okay, ruby, sapphire, and topaz flask no longer grant added maximum resistance. You what? No. Fucking immunity builds. No, you basically cucking everybody who didn't exploit this thing. Instead, they each reduce the damage taken of their respective elements by 20%. Okay, that's alright, but why? Why? This is not... That wasn't my... The Shaper weapon modes which cause you to gain a portion of physical damage as extra cold, fire, and lightning damage. Or extra damage of random and grant half as much extra damage. Amulets are unaffected by this change and this does not affect existing items. Legacy. Existing versions can be updated. Yeah, sure. Let me divine my items to have less damage. Good job. Not gonna happen, but this is... feels bad, man. So maximum you can get is 20%. That will be the tier 1 mod. The Dying Anguish divination card can no longer drop. It will return in the future with some modifications. Unique item balance. Aegis Aurora now has 300 to 400 up from 8. Increased armor and energy shield. Existing version can be updated to this new... Wait. Aegis Aurora. 100%. So it used to give 90. So times that by... What was it? What was it? I guess 400. So times that by 4. 4 times 360? You saying me it can get 360 energy shield? Am I not calculating this right? I mean, yeah. What? Worth so much more. There's blade free builds without statistics. How do you blade? Vortex kids move around quick now with the move skill nerf. Shield charge. Shield charge. I mean, you just need to have look at the base. Yeah. Looking champion kite shield. What's that carcass jack buff though? What's wrong with the base? What's wrong with the base? It used to be from 800 to 100, now it's 300 to 400. So if you get a perfect one, it will give you 360 energy shield. What the hell? Replenishing energy shield by 2% of armor when you block. Chance to block. This is like for... Isn't this for Eldritch Battery builds now? Wow, cool. New version of Oxium no longer have 10 to 20% increased elemental damage with attack skills. They now have 20 to 25 increased elemental damage with attack skills per power charge. Wow. Children Freeze is now based on 100%, up from 65% of energy. Shield you can update existing versions of Oxium. Wow, Oxium pretty good. Wow. Fucking hell. Really good. Crown of Ice now causes you to leech from all types of attack damage, not just physical attack damage. This affects all versions of the item. GG. Cloak of Defiance now has 300 to 400. Increased evasion and energy shield. Okay, let's go check this out. Cloak of Defiance. Right? Cloak of Defiance. So 128 times 3, yeah? More or less? Or times 4. Oh! 400, 500. Would have 500 energy shield. Ish. 450 energy shield ish. Wow. Freaking increased evasion. Maximum mana regeneration. Damage is taken from mana. Fucking hell. Let's go. Let's go. Mom Eldritch Battery. Mommy V. Let's go. Why did I play it last league? This league is the time to play Mommy V. Clear. Just look at 2.8 to 3.2 build for ideas. Impulses got nerfed by 50%. I just got here. What's new? Lots of things are new, Serac. Look at the base. Yeah, why are you telling me look at the base? What does that mean? So what's wrong with this base? I don't get it. Are you implying that it's gonna be hard to roll the colors, or what is it? Base ES is shit. Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, who cares? If it's going from, let's say, from 100 to 400, eventually you get enough. You're not gonna use this. I mean, you could, but you're not gonna use this for a CI build. For this is basically changes so you can use it as EB. That's it. Base 56 base ES. It's alright. 250, 300. No. Why? It's gonna be more than that. It used to be from 110. Let's roll down that to 100. So at 20 quality, it used to give, with 100 increased, 120, let's say. So with 400 increase, that's gonna be times 4. No? Is a cultist a good starter build, like a damage over time build with their essence drain? Yes. Reflect builds are now a thing. So it's gonna be more like 450. I guess Aurora would have 200 ES with perfect roll. What? Wouldn't it be times 4? Maybe I'm not calculating this right. Okay, never mind then. It's OPES just now. Hey Moses, how you doing? Okay, wait, no. So we have lacquered garb. Lacquered garb. Okay, so with 20 quality, where does it show it? How do I know how much it gives with 20 quality? Do I have a lacquered garb somewhere? I just see it. Lacquered. My god, this stash. Is this right? Lacquered. My god, I hate my stash. Let's see if I have a lacquered garb. I just want to quality it up and then calculate it. I must have one base, come on. Oh my god, my stash is a mess, guys. Probably 70? Hey. Wait. We shall do it for science. I shall find one for science. I bet I had one. There we go, lacquered garb. Sure, I'll scour it. Wait. Oh my god, it's remove only. What am I supposed to do? Okay, try that. Right. Let's go. Scour. quality tab. Oh my god. Benzik! Hey Benzik, thanks so much for the follow! Welcome, I mean for tier 1 sub, welcome to the top of Chromie Crew Pyramid. Hope you enjoy your stay on top, thank you. Let's go quality this. So it... oh, let's give 67! Oh, garbage. Destroy, okay, 67. 67 times 400. Wait, oh no, wait. 4, sorry, times 4. 268. Ah, rip in pieces. Never mind. Map.
Even now, I sometimes wake from a dream and find myself shaking from the memory of it.
You did some math, good job, idea. So with quality it will have 250, 300 times smart resource. Let's go. Right, which one was I doing? Cloak of Defiance. Mjolnir trigger now has cooldown of 150 milliseconds, down from 2. Ooh, nice. Mjolnir. Ares Iron now adds 173 to 188, blah blah blah, up from cold damage to attacks with bows. Holy shit, that's insane. That's like, what is that, 3 times more? It no longer adds cold damage to all attacks. Attack damage with... oh, I managed to do that right before it shut down. With divination, attacks with bows. With all attacks. Carcass Jack now grants 40 to 50% up from 20 increased area effect. Oh, nice! Existing versions can be updated to the new values. New version of Bring Your Refrain now supports socket skills with level 18 Blight and faster attacks. This change also affects very old versions of Bring Your Refrain, for which these were the original support levels. A Divine Orb will not update existing items for these new values, however it will update the life values of Bring Your Refrain. The new value of 200, 200, wow, okay, Bring Your Refrain buff, nice. Doriani's Fist now add 100 blah blah blah, down from blah blah blah, lightning damage to unarmed attacks. And 90 to 35, 353, up from bunch of stuff, lightning damage to spells when unarmed. Okay, so they're adding extra damage to spells. The Doriani's touch skill granted by Doriani's Fist can now hit up to 50 enemies per skill use, up from 20. Has 20% more area effect. Now costs 8 mana instead of 28 and can no longer be evaded. It now has 50% less attack speed, down from 30%. 600% added damage effectiveness, up from... fucking let's go! Doriani's Fist build. And now let's go fisting everybody, am I right? And now converts all physical damage to lightning, up from... what? Okay, let's go. Here we go. I should start writing down these builds. Okay, so I'm gonna play Lancing Steel. What was that haver again? They remove physical damage support from Bring Your Refrain. But we can corrupt it with Bishop for 30 quality, we smart. Plus, we can add that, no. Errant, no. First thing you do, you get a perfect thingy. Perfect. You get the perfect thing. Guys, check me out. Check this out. You get the perfect fossil, you quality to 30, and then you chance it into a... what's its face? How is it called? That... Cloak of Defiance. And then you chance into it. GG. 30 quality, and then you'll have like 300 energy shield. Nice. How long is the maintenance? No idea. We are all crying for some... no. Add your permission for linking. You'll put new 3 and ascendancy chances in same stuff, but just different? Can permit you. Chance into Victoria's influence? No, but you can definitely get 30 quality on this thing. Okay, so Doriani's Fist. Doriani's Fist. What was that? What was that skill called? Arctic Breath. I think I'm gonna start with Arctic Breath Occultist. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Lioness Vision now has a dexterity requirement of 160 in addition to the original strength requirement. This does not affect existing versions. This change was made to make it easier to roll green sockets. Nice. The Restless Defiance now grants Onslaught for 5, up from 2 seconds per endurance charge when hit, and 60 to 90, up from 40 to 60. Oh, cool. Existing versions can be updated for these new values with the Divine Orb. New versions also grant 60 to 100 increase. Ooh, the Restless Defiance, let's go, good. Rip your explosive build for no reason. Kill 3, no virus confirmed. Because virus, it steals your headhunters. Arctic Breath, Doriani's Catalyst, Banner, Occultist, no. Want to build an aura bot drop there? Who are you gonna play with? So what's everyone plan for startability? You're probably doing Arc. I'm gonna be playing Arctic Breath Occultist, I think. Doriani's Fist is freaking strong, man. Wait, Doriani's Fist. I'm gonna quickly. I know I'm doing it this pretty slow. Doriani's Fist. If I keep like this, then I'm not gonna even get to the new game. Doriani's Fist. I want to just check this. Doriani's Touch. Okay, Doriani's Touch. Is that a melee skill? A lightning attack. Okay, it's lightning attack. That's fine. Mr. Namanix, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the Chromie Crew. 50% less attack speed, not buff. Yeah, but this hit cannot be evaded. So what if it cannot be evaded? What do? You don't have to invest in accuracy. You go crit. You go bunch of attack speed. So because it cannot be evaded, you can mitigate this attack speed. You just have to get 20% increase attack speed more than it was before. And as it can't be evaded, you don't have to waste your time with accuracy. You can easily get more attack speed. This is a buff. Gosh. Duality Skin no longer reduces the effect of your curses. You can use a Divine Orb to remove this on existing versions. Совсем Cuckoo. Welcome to the Chromie Crew. Thanks so much for following. You should do a custom crit build, just cover the screen in projectiles. I wouldn't recommend starting with it, but custom crit's gonna be pretty strong. Nagamahuhu Cyclone Custom Crit Blade Vortex. Yeah. You want to make a new skill build, but you're a normie who can't make their own builds? Hey, welcome to the team, and Gutsu. Same. Custom Crit will probably pretty popular. It's back? Okay. I'm just in the game, just in case I want to look up some item. That's the only reason. I'm not planning on, you know, clearing my stash, because that is a... guys, let me just quickly show you why I don't want to clear my stash. Let me just remove this browser for a second. Look at this. Look at this absolute mess. Look how many tabs I have. Look. Like... oh, damn. Never gonna happen. Not happening. You have very slow hit. If you have 8 hits per second, Dorian applies 50% less modifier and you will be able to 4 hits per second. Yeah, but you can get so much attack speed. Hey, Bad Phantom, let's do patch notes again. Yours, let's. Gotta start somewhere. No, screw that. It would take me the whole stream time from here on till league start and even more to clear this shit. Not enough! Make custom, you need to crit on hit, and acts as a bad base for critting since you have 5 chances though. Cleanliness and next to godliness. I have a clean stash in like the temporary league. Okay. Extractor Mantis now has 10% up from 5% chance to gain Unholy Might for 10 seconds up from 3 seconds of kill, and 10% up from 5% chance to gain Onslaught for 10 up from 4 seconds on kill. Existing versions can be updated. Creative Solaris now grant 200 up to up from 120 increased spell damage if you've dealt a critical strike in the past 8 seconds, rather than recently. Ooh, nice. Existing versions can be updated. Shade of Solaris. What is Shade of Solaris? Shade of Solaris. Oh. I have never seen this unique. Ooh. The Brine Crown now has 240 to 300, up from this value. Increased armor energy shield. It now grants 80 to 100, up from 50 to 70 life. Okay, so not Mom, but Eldritch Battery. 1500, up from 8 armor while stationary. Existing versions of this item can be updated to the new values. New versions will also grant 5% reduced cold damage taken. Nice. Light of Lunaris now has 470, 600. Increased energy shield. Excuse me? 600. Light of Lunaris, right? Light of Lunaris. What are these uniques? I've never seen these. A bad base though. Critical strike multiplier per 1 chance to block attack damage. Critical strike multiplier if you've dealt a non-critical strike recently. Wait, потому что мар умная и красивая. Why are we speaking Russian suddenly, Ideal? Can read Cyrillic? How? Am I Russian? No, but I'm from Latvia and Russia is right next to us and I learned Russian in school. Scarabs will be like legacy shit, right? More or less. It's just, I think it's gonna be one use. Unless, okay, hear me out. What if you can use 3 scarabs, right? But instead of, you just plonk them in your map device and they stay there permanently. And you just play with that. They don't have uses, but they just stay there. That would be too much, right? They just stay there permanently. And you can swap them out for different kind of scarabs or something like that. Someone made an Imgur album with all the items changes and the items if you want better visual. Let's just keep going with the patch notes. I have lots of patch to read. I'm doing really slowly. Kitava's Feast now has 265 to 330 increased physical damage. Not that big of a change. Existing versions can be updated. Arakali's Fang now has 100, up from 20% chance to kill. Chance no kill to trigger raised spiders. This affects all versions of the item, though existing item will still say the skill has a 20% chance to trigger on kill. The raised spider skill triggered by this item has also undergone the following changes. Dorian Fist, okay. Adjust visual and audio effects of the raised spider skill. Raised spiders now has a cooldown of 2 seconds and has 100% chance to trigger on kill. This raised spider now has 100% movement speed, and a longer attack range. A base duration of 30 seconds, deal 33% more damage and always apply poison hit. Wow, pretty cool. They can no longer leap. Raised spiders are now level 75 instead of the level of the area you're in, and are immune to damage. Hello? Scrammelums, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the Chronic Route. This is immune to damage. Pure buff, guys. They can no longer... For each raised spider you have, you now gain 2% increased attack speed and 12% increased damage with poison. Okay, wait, Arakali's Fangs. What is this skill? Sorry, muted. Yeah, because I don't want you guys hear me coughing. Seth, if you want to link that album, if you have it, I will permit you. For other people especially. Can't hear you. Cause I have 5 minutes later. No. Cause I have a cough now. I don't want you guys hear me coughing. I'll pop your ears out. Okay. Truthful Spell now grants 200 to 240 life and 5% up from 2% life regeneration per second. Whoa. Okay. It no longer has a range on global physical damage and instead grants 100%. Existing versions of this will be updated for the Truthful Spell. Truthful Spell. I want to just check. Oh, okay, your spells are disabled, okay. Is that one. Guru Khan's flight now has 230 bunch more increased evasion rate and grants 2 up from 1 life per 10 dexterity. Existing versions can be updated. Okay, cool. Spells are disabled, yeah. Tidebreaker now has a little bit more added physical damage. Existing versions can be updated. Martyr of Innocence increased fire damage is no longer conditional. Now grants a bunch of added fire damage to spells. That's a staff, Martyr of Innocence. Existing versions can be updated. Rislata's Coil now grants 80 to 100 life, 30 to 40 up from 20. Less minimum damage and 30 to 40 up from 20 more maximum damage. Existing versions Slata's Coil. Like, what are these? Hey Lacarmo, what are these uniques? Like, some of these uniques I've never even heard of. I've never seen them. And I play a lot. Oh, it's a belt. Okay, cool. Dusk Dawn now grants 120 to 150 increased spell damage if you've dealt a critical strike recently. It now has plus 10% chance to block existing. Okay, Dusk Dawn, that I think is like a fated unique. Methinks. Oh no, it's a unique. Shade of Solaris, Light of Lunaris. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Never? Wow. Nobody knows what... Mar only plays GC Mind? Sure. I'm not gonna play GC Mind. Shut up. I'm not gonna do it. Leper's Alms now has 500 to 600 up from 130 to 150 increased evasion and energy shield. Existing versions can be updated for these new values. Okay. That's from one of the things. One of the Elder Guardians. Grelwood Shank, a little bit more increased physical damage. Beltamer's Blades, a little bit more increased physical damage. Arborix, a little bit more added flat damage. New version of Augir now grants 100% increased physical damage while you have Frizulu technique. Volcanus no longer has added fire damage against bleeding enemies or added physical damage against ignited enemies. It no longer has chance to inflict bleeding against ignited enemies. It now has 130 to 160, 230, 200 added fire damage and a bunch of added physical damage. Now grants 70 to 100% increased fire damage versus bleeding enemies and 70 to 100 increased physical damage versus ignited enemies. Now has 50% chance to inflict bleeding. It now grants 160 to 200 increased chance to critical strike while you have Avatar of Fire and 200 of 1000 armor while you do not have Avatar of Fire. Existing... Wow, this... Does this seem like a buff? Razor of the Seventh Sun now has a little bit more added physical damage. Existing versions can be updated. So Razor of the Seventh Sun was a pretty desirable with a corruption. I'll corrupt these guys from now on. Are still OP, no reason not to play them? Yes. That sticks became spell sticks. No, but they are nerfed by 50%, guys. So you will only be able to maximally get, instead of 40, Tier 1 maximum roll was 40 per mod. Now it will be 20. So statistics are getting a nerf. Obscurandis now grants 80 to 1000 accuracy rating. Existing versions can be updated with new values. Snake Pit no longer causes your spells to fire an additional projectile. Instead, it now causes projectiles from spells to fork, but prevents them from chaining while it's in the left ring slot. And okay, yeah, Snake Pit, we saw this one already. Silver Tongue no longer causes arrows to pierce all targets after chaining, or arrows that pierce to inflict bleeding. Now causes arrows to pierce all targets after forking. If it now grants arrows that fork 150 to 200 increased critical strike chance, and arrows that pierce plus 50% critical strike multi. Punch more added physical damage. Reach of the council no longer grants 2 additional arrows. It now has 50 to 75%, a little bit more increased physical damage, and supports socketed gems with level 20 greater volley. Existing versions can be updated to these new values. The Void Gaze skill grants by Eber's unification now reduces enemies' chaos resistance by 20. Has a base range of 39 up from 26 and now correctly scales its effect through the range. Ooh. It now has 10 seconds up from 2.5 seconds. Oh wait, it now lasts 10 seconds and has a cooldown of 2 seconds. This affects all versions of the item. Okay, cool. This is good for damage, for chaos damage. I didn't even know this was a thing. You don't know what to play for starting now? Go with Blade Vortex, like 95% of the player base? You're gonna use Autoplex only? Is like the only thing not nerfed. What do you mean? Bunch of things are not nerfed. Guys, I need to eat my yogurt. I'm very hungry. Void Fletcher now grants a void charge every 0.5 seconds instead of 1 second, and the cooldown on the void shot has been reduced from 500 to 250 milliseconds. Void shot now travels and explodes 50% faster and deals 100% more area damage. Ooh, nice. It's an additional damage effectiveness of 120%. Wow, cool. That's a buff. This affects all versions of the items. That's nice, because this guy was super cheap. Queen of the Forest now grants 1% increased movement speed per 600 up from 400. Nerf. Evasion rating up to 75% down from 100. Nerf. Impulses Broken Heart shocked enemies you kill it to explode, dealing 5% of maximum life as lightning damage, which cannot shock no longer has a has a range of 5 to 10%, is now set at 5%. Nerf. Sintrek now has tiny nerf, energy shield. Existing versions can be like that's barely a nerf. Us with items, this debated with items. And you wanna cry? Not really. Sadima's touchdown increased the quantity of items found from slain enemies. Ah, nerf! Holy shit! Sadimas! Oh, nerfing Sadimas. Indigo now grants 20 to 25%. Whoa, massive nerf. Increased spell damage for each 200 total mana spent. Up to maximum of 2000. Wow, nerf! Fuel Rain now causes you to deal 40% less damage as opposed to weapon damage. Oh, nerf! This affects all versions of the item. Whoa. Whoa, that's a massive nerf. Wow. It's совсем cuckoo. It's completely cuckoo. So you can't use this. This is not gonna be good anymore for that skill. Indigo nerfed hard, yeah. Pretty freaking hard. This is also a hard nerf. I mean, honestly, this is huger nerf than Indigon. You know why? Why? Because with Indigon, at least, you can still make like a high ass mana cost and still get like good value out of this. Like this still is, it's gonna still be strong because it was ridiculously strong before, but this is like a massive nerf. Chilling Soul now deals 50% down from, oh, nerf, more damage with arrows, hits at close range, and has to increase physical damage. Okay. This, I mean, increased versus more, I mean, this is a nerf. Divination Distillate no longer provides additional maximum resistance during flask effect and instead provides 50% to all resist elements. Ugh, nerf! Whoa, this is, what is this disgusting changes? Spine of the first claiming now grants 25% to 35% to cold damage over time multiplier. I wanna check this. Oh, it's a scepter. Increase damage with hits against frozen enemies. Increase cold damage. Increase attack speed. Yeah. Pain of the Unraveling now grants 40 to 55 to non-element chaos damage over time multiplier. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is good. Ah, well, I closed that wiki. This is good. This is like that. Oh, yeah, this is good. Cast speed per power charge, gain a power charge after spending it. Yeah, mana regeneration per second per power charge. This is good. This is a buff. And 20 plus 30 increased chaos damage down from. Oh, rip. Well, this is good for this is good for Essence Drain, anyways. Existing versions can be updated to the new values. New version of Ream Gaze now runs. Rima Gaze. I think this is the helm. Punk effect, increased cold damage. Ooh. Energy shield recharge. It's still cool. Wait, hit something. Cold dot a thing now, yeah. I mean, cold dot was a thing on the league that I introduced Vortex. Cold dot was a thing, but then they nerfed it. Did you see this stuff? Oh, rip. I didn't. I opened it, Luffy. Is this a new thing they teased, Luffy? Socket gems are super level Arcane Surge. Socket gems are super level Possible Channeling. It deals 20% more spell damage. What the fudge? Increase critical strike chance for spells. Chance to gain a power charge and crit strike. Increase attack speed. Wow. Wow. This is a what's its face? This is a Delph mod. Chilled by stupid bots. I can still see it. I can still see it, Fluffy. I could see the link. By the RF mom shit using it. I mean, okay, all the flasks, all the elemental flasks got nerfed, pretty much. All the divination distillate got nerfed. Blood of Corruption Gluttony of Element skill now prevents those affected by the aura from gaining ball souls. This affects all versions of the item. Xerfe's Last Breath now grants a buff when you use the skill during the flask effect. The buff recovers 450 to 600% of the skill's mana cost as life per second. This buff and the healing is ruined when you are hit. Okay.
I was wondering if maybe like
If you block, does that count as your hit? Because I mean, dodge and evasion. That's how you would avoid getting hit, right? Oh my god. Nobody's gonna use this thing. How can you get how can you avoid hitting? Dodge and evasion, right? Flesh and Spirit no longer grants 5 souls for wild skills on Rampage and pauses skills to grant an additional wild soul if you've Rampage recently instead. Wow, nerf! New versions of... okay, yeah. Blood of... Freakwood's crest now correctly displays 10% chance to summon wolves on kill, rather than a value of 5% that was totally a lie, because it was actually 10%. Clarify the description of Skold's Bridal key mode to clarify it does not apply when spending mana on a reservation, only for cost. This too is purely cosmetic change. Monster changes. The Rogue Exile Ultima Thule now uses the updated version of Ice Spear. Updated the Cannibal's Touch torch throwing behavior. Legendary, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the Chromie crew. This also looks cooler now. Cannibal's Torch throwing behavior. Blood Chieftains can now hurl blood apes at you. Fury Hounds now use the updated version of Burning Ground. Nice. Updated version of Burning Ground. Temple of Azawatl changes. The level of the present-day temple is now the average level of each incursion plus 10. Tap to the highest level incursion for that temple. Okay. That's wasn't it pretty much the same before? No nerf on him. I mean, it was barely it wasn't really that much of a nerf for Impulses. Impulse is still pretty strong. No, Hobo, play new skills, play Impale, play Brands, play, why would you say like Blade Vortex or Traps Totems? No, you can play self-cast Brands, it's gonna be pretty cool. You can play the Impale skills. Doriani's Fist is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna play Doriani's Fist build at some point. Arctic Breath, Occultist, Essence Drain is gonna be strong. And they're bringing kind of Essence Drain back a little bit. Azurite Mine and Sulfite changes. Players' depth notifications are now only announced every 50 depth levels, so you won't get spammed with updates. Slightly reduced the damage dealt by darkness based on player life and energy shield, and added a small amount of flat damage for darkness stuff. No more darkness farming. Wow, they cut that's a nerf. The pulsating grotto encounter now lasts longer before the boss appears. Monsters from the encounter award significantly more experience when slain. Reduce the number of Ursei that plummet in the plummeting Ursei encounter. Special encounter now drop more rare items and wider variety of items as well. Fossils and resonators now found more frequently behind fracture walls and less frequently in the more accessible areas, so if you want fossils, bring dynamite. Voltaxic sulfite acquisition values have been adjusted to account for the new rate at which you encounter voltaxic sulfite veins. God, the cough. You never tried cheating darkness anyway, so it won't affect me? Nah, me neither. Like melee is dead, statics are... Yeah, but what about all the other builds that never use statics and builds that fine? Mars Fister, yes. Gonna fist everything. You wanna do the challenges though? You can still do the challenges with spells. Huge build? Never true. Arc Mjolnir Cyclone Kingsguard Discharge? Could work, yeah. Mjolnir is buffed, so... Beastry Menagerie changes. Your Beastry book is now account-wide. If you catch a beast in one league, it will be recorded in your Beastry in all other leagues in perpetuity. The itemized beasts themselves are still league-specific. There is now a global capture limit of 1000 beasts rather than a per genus limit. The previous total maximum was approximately 680, though most players were likely to hit genus-specific limits. Beasts. I think they said that they're gonna they already have a record of this, so I have completed 100% of this. Beast crafting recipes have been completely reworked and simplified. Non-spirit beasts unique beasts can't appear in the menagerie or beastry. Prophecy changes adjust the weighting of many prophecies. You can now complete the steps of many prophecies chains in various maps. Nice! That's a buff. Prophecies which can trigger in the maps no longer lock their triggers to specific maps out of their possible pool. In other words, if you attempt to open a map where a prophecy might trigger and it doesn't, it might trigger next time you open it. Previously, if it did not trigger in the map, it never would. Prophecies that previously forced the appearance of one of the old masters now force the appearance of one of the new masters instead. Awesome. Map changes. The Atlas of Wars has been shuffled. Most maps have changed tier and location within the Atlas. Community paid for Zerfi's Flask divination card. They nerfed the Flask? Nice. Next league is Castle and Crit anyways. Exactly, yeah, Castle and Crit is gonna be cool. Any kind of like trigger thingy is gonna be cool. Never played Bestiary, no idea what all that meant. Well, you just have to know that it's better now. That's all. Many map bosses have also shifted around, some have been retired and replaced. As part of their Atlas Shuffle, many maps have been reviewed with the goal of bringing their layouts and monster densities up to par with other maps. Map icons have been updated to indicate that they are part of a new series. Existing maps from the previous series have been updated to the new version. Completing a map as part of a Zana mission now counts towards your Atlas map completion! That's above! And any associate challenges or achievements. Oh my god! Thank you! So all those unique maps you get. Oh, this is so good! The Springs map has been replaced by the Fungal Hollow map. Existing Springs maps will now open portals to Fungal Hollow. The Acid Lake map has been replaced with Acid Caverns. Existing Acid Lake will open to caverns. The Tribunal map has been replaced by Crater. The Gorge map has been replaced by Glacier. Oh my god, another white map, no. No, don't need any more white maps, dude. The Torture Chamber map has been replaced by the Primordial Blocks map. Existing Torture Chamber will now open portals to Lunaris Temple. What? Kidding. God damn it! They got me, they got me. You tested melee hit AO pretty solely and with Ancestral Call, having some overall damage. At 400 physical DPS main hand is harder to get than a 2 extra. That's sick. You were hoping they'd add the voice acting for the characters for part 2. Maybe they will. Sections that previously forced the appearance of one of the old masters will appearance of the new one increase the average number of monsters spawned inside abyssal depths. The Atlas icons, which indicate that certain map contains a memory frame, will now correctly state whether it is a boss or an Elder Guardian or Elder itself that holds it. Vision of Justice and the Goddess's projectile barrage skill have changed in such a way that instead of multiplying the number of projectiles these skills fire, additional projectiles add to the total number of projectiles fired. Zana League mods available in 3.5.0. With the removal of master levels, Zana's map device options are now unlocked as you progress through Atlas Quest Chain. These are the League mods available during 3.5.0 with their costs in the expected order that they'll be unlocked. Anarchy to Chaos, Aryan, Torment to Chaos. Unless they change how those tormented spirits path and whether they go for monsters instead of running away, this is never a good idea. Screw this now. Fortune favors the brave. That's fine. Alternate the same tier. Domination. The extra shine's not bad. Horrendous. Ooh! Horrendous! Oh, we're gonna play that maybe. Shaper. Breach. Sense of breaches. 2 additional breach. Harbinger. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tier 6. Okay, tier 6 not so bad. Shaper tier 110. 5 tiers higher. Abyss is tier 7. Wait, what? There's no tier 8? Am I reading that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 7. No tiers. Yeah, no tiers, but they are unlocked in a sequence. You need to sleep? Just go to sleep. We're almost done with the patch notes. No more tier 8 master. No. No master levels. Yeah, but there's no 8 league pursue. I mean badge, sorry. Yeah, 7 favorite levels. So there's used to be 8 leagues that you could apply. You just looked at Flicker's right. You have everything from start. No, you don't. You have to unlock these by doing missions. A stream of monsters faster, just spawn them all at once, yeah. Strongbox changes. The stream of monster strongbox mod now spawns monsters much more quickly and can spawn magic and rare monsters. Oh nice, that's a buff. User interface improvements. Remove the Leave Guild button from the drop-down player menu. The League key default key now shows either the Bestiary, your Incursion Temple, the Delve Azurite Mine Map, or the Betrayal Investigation board based on what you are when you use it. When you are. The Stash tab drop-down menu now shows symbols next to the various premium tabs to help differentiate them. Yes, nice. Added a minimap zoom slider in the settings. You can now buy entire stacks of cards. Thank you, our prayers have been answered. Quest rewards, Zana map rewards have been updated. PvP changes. The capacity to change PvP only characters is now unlocked after freeing the Scion. Quiet Spend, Null's Inclination, Asana's Chant, Mjolnir, Cast Free Smells, and Cast on Critical Strike support gem now scale the damage of triggered spells based on the attack time of the triggering attack. They no longer have 80% damage penalty across all trigger skills. The block chance reduction support has been adjusted. See the support gem blah blah blah. Bug fixes. We're done! Oh, we're almost done. All crafts and alls. You're gonna make some race practice today at evening. I'm not gonna practice. I hate leveling, so I don't want to even make myself too tired of leveling. Need to get some things done and really decide on League Starter. Flick is an option. Able to hit 2.2 mil shape deeps and around 200k. Answer warship 10 free and ball also. Looks pretty good. Gotta upgrade your BA timing? B30 at least. Now you'll like 30-ish boy could do just 410 average run, but what is BA? Also 2.2 epileptic seizure minutes? Okay, bug fixes. Fix the bug where the Stone Skin player's skill effects and audio would linger after death, in being a part of the Immortal Syndicate. Fix the bug where Adorian's touch skill wasn't visually scaling to its area effect. A very old character that could make it unclear how to continue after slaying Dominus. A case of this thing caused by the guild stash location in town and hideout while you were not in a guild. Detonate Dead could fail to detonate a detonatable corpse if there was non-detonatable corpses around. Thus, Snatcher 3D model was the wrong base type. Prevent the Mjolnir from triggering Orb Storm, so it was possible to complete and uncomplete the challenge multiple times, well. Or increased damage sources on minions were increasing damage in ways they shouldn't have been. Blade Vortex damage multiplier were also affecting the decay it was applying. Oh, that was pretty cool, I guess. Using an instant skill would not remove the phase run buff. Where mana spent as part of reservation, did not count towards sources that tracked and cared about mana spent, so that was third. Fix the bug where having no movement speed prevented use of instant skills. Where using an instant skill and quickly swapping out that skill gem with a non-instant skill would cause that new skill to be used instantly. Doing the reverse could cause your character to become stuck. Nice. Fix the bug again, where golem duration was being passed down from the primordial juice to the golem themselves when it shouldn't have not been. Crash caused by attempting to use detonite mines after it had been given a mana cost and you don't have the mana required to use it. Where casting Val Molten Shell while you already had a Val Molten Shell active would prevent Val Molten Shell from correctly detonating from prevented physical damage. Cases where all the accounts would have shaped strongholds and guardian maps. Where with sources of reduced effect of curses exceeding 100%, your curses would have behaved erratically. Where the Shaper Stronghold could spawn on maps that weren't adjacent to Elder Influence. This was unintended. Oh! Shaper Strongholds could spawn on maps that weren't adjacent to Elder Influence. That was a bug? Whoa, that happened all the time. Shaper's Trunkles could spawn on maps that weren't adjacent to Elder Influence. I didn't even know that they had to. There were a bunch of maps that, yeah. Noticed I got nerfed a little bit. I think you're too fast for you without a good practice. Because everything else is shit. Wait, they didn't say anything about Wildfire getting nerfed. The Threshold Jewel fixed a bug which prevented Cannibal Fire Eater specters from doing anything but auto-attack large bosses. Some causes where monsters could become untargetable in the Delve Undead Broa encounter in the laboratory map. Typos. Types. Ah, look what they did. Wait. Wild. Oops. Oh, Wildfire is now limited to 1. This. Ah, okay. I skipped over that.